My advice to you, start drinking heavily. Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe? Come on, you douchebags! We're all on the same team!
Frank, are you a good kisser? You like smooching?
No!
Shut the fuck up, man.
Standalone fruit.
You look like assholes right now, man!
Mark found him naked in the bathtub, passed out with water flowing all over him.
This country is going straight to hell.
Did you hear this broad?
God damn it!
This is going great! Liar!
No way, Corky.
And I'm gonna kick the living shit out of you, and I'm gonna knock your dick in the dirt.
Fucking fascist!
Sounds like pigs fucking. You're a small petty man.
It will be 9/11 times 2,356.
Are you trying to drive me crazy? What the fuck happened?
I'm producing a show.
Man, thank God for post-production. I don't know what happened there. You know,
I think it was me turning on my cell phone.
probably. You know, every time I think I know what I'm doing, something goes wrong. And it doesn't matter how many times I try, like, I'll leave everything alone. And yet I'll have to fuck around for an hour and a half to get, like, the audio settings right. That's alright, you know. Started a little shaky, but we're gonna recover.
What happened? I didn't even hear.
Devin's mad because the song got all.
I'm mad because you had to dispatch.
Yeah, I am too. That's terrible.
But for everyone listening, this is episode 101. Finally made it triple digits.
Tin Radio 101.
Oh, cool.
You're in for a lesson today.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it only took like 5 years, but we finally made it.
That's pretty cool.
We were going like once a week.
We were, and then you decided to have a child, and
Yeah,
that kind of just really fucked up everything in my life.
What a dummy.
I know.
I mean, really, why would you do something so insensitive than to fuck up my podcast with a child?
It's kind of selfish.
But I should probably let everyone know who's here for episode 101.
Frank
you know
Taylor.
him. Shut up.
Oh.
Don't you ruin my intro.
Okay.
You know him. I used to love him. Not so much right now. But my wrestling buddy, Frank Taylor.
Hi. You don't have to call
Wait,
me.
okay. Okay, I will introduce my other guest, and then we'll get into this.
Sorry, you're here too.
And also with me is comedian at Jacksonville, Florida, Jessica Mears. How are you?
Good.
Thank you so much for coming back on.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. So, now over the years, I've given Frank a few different nicknames. My favorite being my wrestling buddy. Now, have we wrestled? That's up to you to decide.
Only naked, right?
Yeah.
Only under the covers.
Lots of oil.
So much oil.
Yeah, just
Very, Greco, ancient Greece, Olympic style wrestling. I don't need a singlet to wrestle you, Frank.
What about like one of those sand pits?
Yeah, just I mean, as long as
Actually, with the oil, that would get kind of gritty and.
it would
like,
it would get
It's gonna
uncomfortable.
stick on there. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be pleasurable.
yeah, it's just
Right.
it's gonna be very abrasive.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be.
Scratchy,
But Frank, it seems from time to time that maybe that nickname bothers you a little bit.
I mean, there's so many others. I just feel like you use that one the most.
Well, I also call him the Boy Wonder.
That's okay. I'm okay
See, he
with
doesn't mind
that.
that.
Just
I'm just saying, my wrestling buddy. I mean, that just it really sums it up right there.
it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can tell, and that's why I love it so much.
So you had a kid?
She's a little 2-year-old girl.
I like how you're just like, all right, let me bail out of this terrible conversation that they're having. Whatever homoerotic shit they're talking about, I want to get far away from that.
Like, I'm in the room too.
This
I'm
is-
here, guys.
This is my 2-year-old.
That's not your 2-year-old.
That's Trevor.
That's a man flicking me off. Show me pictures. Aww.
Yeah, she's eating watermelon at the beach.
What's her name?
This is Maeve.
All right, Maeve, you're on the program.
We tried to do that last time.
It didn't work out so well.
Oh, there's a video.
Frank really made the
Cutie.
most dismal phone call in the show history.
I had a lot to do that day.
I think you smoked a lot of pot.
That's not true.
That's 100% true.
No.
I will screen cap.
What does that mean?
Like the screenshot? Like
Yeah.
take a picture of evidence?
But anyways, I feel like we're going somewhere,
Oh, okay.
and you're just like, I'd probably be home by now. I don't know why I came over here, but
Not enough about me,
we'll get back to you later. So what have you been doing since the last time that I talked to you?
When do you remember when that was? That was months ago? I don't think I worked at Metro Diner then.
No, I don't think. you
Which
did,
Metro Diner you work at?
I work at the one on Roosevelt.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's right next to the Bells and the Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
We get them really
And,
local
yeah.
for all those people out there.
Serving up some chicken and waffles.
Yeah, everybody loves those chicken and waffles.
It's funny.
I don't see what the big deal is, but
Neither do I. I really don't.
I don't know. I guess you got the
I mean,
sweet,
they're
savory,
awesome.
but
They are awesome. Everything there is good though. Like,
I don't know. That's just one of those things that I wouldn't really think about ordering. Like, I don't know. If I'm going to go to a diner, like I wouldn't be like, I want chicken and waffles.
to me, they don't go together.
Yeah,
No.
but then again, like I'm not a huge fan of like the sweet and savory.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like to keep those two worlds different and
Yeah.
apart. So, but to each their own. And also call in with your favorite breakfast items.
Yeah.
This is riveting radio.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I work there. That's what I do for money now. But comedy, I've been doing comedy.
Yes, please let's get away from the restaurants because I work in a restaurant and
I know.
the last thing I want to hear about is restaurants.
I think it's just because I came straight from work and I didn't really have time to decompress.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
To
like-
shake the serverness off of me. I'm still wearing the
yeah, it says Metro Diner
shirt,
right there.
the T-shirt.
Okay.
Somebody I was working with, I was telling them I was gonna come over here and do this podcast, and they were like, "Oh, you're gonna like talk about like customers you had at work today," and like, so I was like,
Observational humor.
probably not talk about working in a diner at all. But then that's the first damn thing that I started talking about.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there's definitely a point when you get off work, it's not bitching, it's just more venting
Yeah.
than anything. And I mean, I'm sure for anyone who has worked in a restaurant, if you go out and have a drink with everyone, there's like, oh yeah, the manager, fuck that dude, or
Yeah.
table blah blah blah, or like this server did that. It's like, yeah, you just gotta get it out there, or else
Yeah.
they'll just slowly eat away at what little left is of your soul.
Yeah.
If you're working in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Now, have you kind of always been in like the service industry, as far as like work goes?
No, I worked. Well, let's see. After high school, I worked at a movie theater. That was cool because I got to watch free movies.
See, everyone that I've known who has worked at a movie theater is like, dude, it was fucking awesome. Now, I'm assuming now, I mean, I'm 27 now, so maybe working in a movie theater wouldn't be so great, but I feel
it's
like
great when you're 16, 17.
oh yeah, it just like the amount of just fucking around.
That's
It's a good one.
yeah.
What? Frank.
Nobody cares about your kid.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, at this point, I really don't.
no, that's cute. Cute kid. Those
No,
kids
it's
are,
good.
people too.
Doesn't she have her own Tumblr account at this point?
No.
Talk to the mic.
Sorry, what is that?
I think it's a picture sharing site. See, you have a kid and then like you can't fit into society anymore.
Right.
Like,
I know.
you're
I'm really behind the times.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, I don't know what Tumblr is. I don't know.
My cats are like my children.
You don't have cats.
Not that you know of.
Just because you feed them outside doesn't make them yours.
Well, people have kids that they don't really take care of either.
Like Frank.
Oh shit, that was a good one.
Come on,
Hey, he's
Frank.
got pictures. He's proud. Okay. He's
You know,
showing off
he probably just got them off the internet somewhere.
Yeah, it's not even his kid. He never even actually had a kid. He just didn't want to hang out with you so much anymore.
It's like this.
It's called the long con.
Are you catfishing me?
But yeah, working in the movies is really cool because I feel like what teenagers spend the majority of their money on is movies. You know, that's all you can do when you're that age.
Yeah, you get high and you go to the movies.
So I got to go to the movies for free.
I remember Frank and I, we were probably like 16, 17, and we got really high and we went to see The Last Samurai.
We ate those brownies.
Was it brownies?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and neither one of us really smoke pot. Frank is, well, I don't know what Frank's doing. I won't speak for him.
I don't really do it either.
Oh, absolutely not.
I think last time I was on, did we talk about how I don't smoke? Do you remember?
I think so.
I don't drink. I don't smoke.
That and how you didn't drink, the cat.
I
and-
might have brought up how I wanted to be a drug dealer. That was a thing that I wanted to do. I don't know if I did that.
Well, I mean,
What
if
happened?
you don't,
That's such a good career path.
I know. I feel like I'm very unsuspecting.
it's never too late to start, really.
Yeah. People are like, you can't be a drug dealer. You don't know anything about weed. And I'm like,
I'll show them.
well, that's the thing is that I don't know anything about anything. So like, if a cop was asking me stuff, I'd be like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oblivious.
That's marijuana. I thought it was selling like
It's like
healing herbs. I'm so confused.
I'm a shaman.
That's the drug?
And I have these magical herbs that,
It's like
But
I use it for my religious ceremonies.
I did smoke pot for the first time.
When?
Maybe like a month and a half ago.
What do you think about it? Like, was there any like paranoia or?
I don't know if I did it right.
Okay. First, let's break this down a little bit. So, what was the device that you used? Was it a pipe? Was it a joint? Was it
Okay. I don't know. I feel like I like marijuana. Like I like the way that it smells. Like I feel like in a past life I could have been a hippie, but just for some reason in this life I haven't
It's just not working.
partaken in it.
Right.
I haven't been in the right place at the right time or whatever. I don't know. But I had like a gift card to a sex store.
Of course, yeah.
That my boyfriend gave me when I got my boobs done, which sounds crazy. But he was like, I was like, I need to buy all new bras and stuff because like none of my bras fit. And
naturally,
he was like,
yeah.
oh, I'll get you a gift card, and I'm thinking like Victoria's Secret or something, and then he's like, he gets me a gift card to Sunset Novelties. I'm like, all
Fancy
their bras
lane.
are like one size fits all. Like they're edible. Like I can't wear edible bra. Like
Yeah,
so I
if
was
you
like,
go out in the rain, then
Yeah, it's
Uh,
game over.
it'll ruin your shirt.
I'm not into dildos like that. So, I mean, on a level where I would
I
spend...
mean, the first time I tried it, I wasn't really about it, but you know, you kind of warm up to it.
Like, I'm not... What the fuck am I going to buy with this gift card? And I was like, oh, they sell weed things there, too. And so, I don't know. I was like, I bought, like, a grinder And
See, this is how I know that you don't really smoke pot, because you
Weed
called it
things.
weed things.
we sell weed things.
It's like, I went to the store, they had weed things. There was
Hey-
like a weed things section.
The
And I was
grinder is
try-
actually a good investment in case you don't like pot, because then you can like grind up other things like
Peppercorns.
peppercorn or what's the
Some
cloves,
rosemary,
tea
cloves,
leaves,
yeah,
cloves,
allspice.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So, this is a fun little tip for all you DIY people out there.
And I was such good value. I mean, I could have gotten like one dildo with the gift card, but I got the grinder and I got rolling papers and I got a vaporizer thing. Like, it's like the plug-in to the
Yeah.
wall kind. And I
Damn,
have
how
more
expensive
left on
are dildos? Like,
I don't know. I mean,
I
haven't really
imagine
priced
they
them
can't
out.
be- I
I
can't
think
be
they
that.
get pretty pricey though.
They can,
but it's just
Some of them,
they
like-
seem so basic, like
okay, yeah.
as far as
but, I mean,
material goes,
If you want a dildo that is, a certain celebrity, and don't ask me how I know this, but
Oh.
but
Oh, you
they
can-
can be actually molded from, I don't know, say like James Dean or which
Sex toys can get pretty expensive.
it really is kind of ridiculous. Like when you think about the price compared to what it actually is.
I was shooting a video, not a porno, and it was like a sketch. And
It was classy.
I had to be thrown off of a parking garage, so I was like, oh, we can like make a dummy, but I didn't have time to make a dummy because it was like for school and there was a deadline and I had to have this video shot and
So
done.
you actually jumped off the parking garage?
And I didn't want to die, so I bought a blow-up doll and put clothes on it and threw it off the parking garage. I like taped
It
some
just kind of
weave
like
to its head.
floats down.
Yeah, it was awesome. It looked really good. And I bought the cheapest bottom of the line blow up doll, which was a Snooki knockoff, by the way. It was a Snooki.
that's
blow-up
the
doll.
cheapest one, huh?
And that was like $38. So
Was it called Smush Mush?
But what's funny is after I was done with her,
I see what you did there.
I put her on Craigslist. I sold her for $20. I was like slightly used. She's still a virgin though. Never been fucked. If you can
There has
believe it or
been
not,
zero
Snooki's
cum
a
in
virgin.
this.
Yeah. That's why I was like slightly used blow-up doll. Like it's sanitary still.
Now, the thing, okay, like I get sex toys, like I understand that there is, I don't want to say a need, but I understand why they're available. But like the whole blow up doll thing, that really,
That's a new
Like-
lonely.
like to me, that's
I think they're more of a gag thing, but to
I
really
would
get
hope
into
so.
it,
Yeah.
But it's been done.
yeah.
And I think that, to me, that'd be like, last time I went to Jenny Springs, I spent like $15 at Walmart and got a inflatable sea turtle raft.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that'd be the same thing. Like,
Why are they not $15? Because it has a plastic vagina in it? Like that's fucked up.
yeah, like, I don't know. I would just,
If that sea turtle had one, that would be pretty cool.
I mean, there is like a certain shame to like, just masturbating in general. Like when you're in the moment, it's all things go. But then afterwards, you're like, what am I doing?
Only after the fact.
Yeah, like
After you can't take it back.
like immediately once you're done, just like
I was gonna get shit done today.
yeah, it's like really I spent an hour on YouPorn. Like what am I doing with my life? So I just can't imagine just like that when reality hits you after fucking a blow up doll, like what that would be.
It's probably something like fucking fat chicks. Probably something like that.
Yeah, probably, but I mean at least that's a real person.
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess so.
But I mean that can.
But then there's
be a
a
whole nother-
witness,
yeah,
Yeah,
works.
So the blow up doll, it's just
They
you
know.
alone. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I mean I just put a bandana over the blow up doll.
No,
Can't
NSA
see
is
anything.
getting into the blow up doll thing.
And it's kind of really
They're
creepy.
manufacturing.
It's creepy that they have like the blowjob mouth, like they're just like staring at you like,
Yeah.
That actually would have been good for your movie
She's always
because
surprised.
because
Yeah.
falling off like oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really funny because the line I said before I got thrown off of the
was
parking
holy
garage.
smoke.
No, it was, I was like an evil thing, and I was chasing
did
somebody.
anyone order a sausage pizza?
And I was like, "I will eat your soul," and then I'm like I'm gonna eat his soul,
Yeah,
or
and then,
like a
then it
dick.
goes
Yeah.
either or.
It's the same look on your face. It's the same look. It side.
So what was that video? What was that all about?
It's called the Coffee Shop of Horror. It was kind of like the 48-hour film festival. That was what the assignment was. Is they give you a genre, a line of dialogue, a prop, and a character, and you have to make you have to like write and film and edit a video based off of that.
And just to
48
clarify,
hours.
the prop was not the blow up doll. That was extra.
No, the assigned things were the character was Benita Gagne, who's a barista.
Of course.
Our genre was horror. Our line of dialogue was "I better not see this on Facebook," and the prop was a water bottle. So
I mean,
all that
how
in
many
there.
times have you been with someone and you're just fucking around, you take a picture and then you hear, "Don't put that on fucking Instagram."
Yeah.
I've had a few
Delete
moments like
that
that
now.
today.
So.
When did you do that? And I want to hear the character's name again.
I think it was like a year and a half ago. Benita Gagne.
Benita Gagne.
Yeah.
It's a.
And yeah, I don't know. You guys should
Is there a
check out the video.
backstory to this character?
Because
I feel like there should be.
my teachers, it was like a friend of his name or something. So he thought it'd be funny to make all these videos with his friend's name in it, I guess, or to get
That's
all
kinda
his
funny.
students to make these videos. But his friend, I think, was Ben Gagne or something. So it was like Ben or Benita, whether your character
Yeah.
is a male or female.
Yeah, depending on the gender. So, obviously you do stand up, and from the last time I talked to you, how's that been going? As far as doing shows and.
It's been going good. I'm going to be hosting for Tom Green when he comes to town, which is I think the first week in June.
Is that through the Comedy Zone?
At the Comedy Zone, yeah. What else have I done? I'm on at the Comedy Zone this Tuesday, the 28th. It's a local all-star night.
Do you ever go to like open mics or anything like that?
Yeah, there
That's
aren't
cool.
that many open mics in town right now. There's one, I think it's like every other Sunday.
Is there like a different feel to it, like than going to like a book show, or it's like kind of you just walk in?
Yeah, I mean, open mics, anyone can get up there, and it's more for like working on new material. And then when you're doing a show, like you're gonna have more like polished bits. When I host shows, I try to be cleaner because you don't want to open up and be like, I mean, my comedy's pretty dirty, so I do the cleanest of my comedy when
Yeah.
I'm hosting.
Some of the clips I saw of you, it's just like, you're already booked to do the show, and I watched a couple clips on YouTube, and I was just like, yes, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, just
I don't know if you could tell by me talking about eating a dick and
Comparing it to a
sex
soul.
toys, and I don't even
Yeah.
know how we went down that road, but yeah, I'm like,
I mean, it just happens, but yeah, like I just like, okay, like this girl's not fucking around, because I like clean comedy, but I don't like clean comedy for the sake of it being clean, because I think as long as it's funny,
yeah,
if it works, then it works.
yeah.
So
But a lot of clean comedy, I feel like, is just cheesy and easy
Oh.
jokes that you've heard before. Like
Oh.
a lot of it is, man.
Like why there's no gambling in Africa? Because it's full of cheetahs. Huh?
Yeah.
don't make me break out the sound effects.
Yeah, please don't.
But I did see Tom Papa a few weeks ago at the Palm Beach Concert Hall, and I like him because the first I don't know 15 minutes of the set, he kind of just shit all over rich people, and we're in the Ponte Vedra Concert Hall,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, Ponte Vedra is one of the most affluent areas in the country, though I'm not part of that category by any means. But
Yo, you're pretty affluent.
oh yeah, I mean,
What does that mean?
Affluent.
Uh,
Affluent in English. Fluent.
Wait a minute.
I'm fluent in English.
Effluent, like E or A?
I'm okay. I might have put the emphasis on the wrong syllable, but
I don't know.
anyway, my point being is that yeah, I mean, there's just I don't like comics that are clean because they look down on dirty material. Mm-hmm. Because some of my favorite comedians are just the filthiest.
I feel like
pigs out there.
if it's offensive or dirty, like it needs to be funnier. It needs to be funny enough to make up for that.
Yeah,
you know what
there
I mean?
there has to be a reason why it's so offensive.
If you're asking someone to bend their morals, there needs to be some kind of payoff. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like to for them to laugh at your stuff. Like if it's somebody that's like, oh, I don't normally laugh at stuff like that. You know what I mean? To get them to come around,
Right.
it has to be so much funny, like more funny.
Yeah,
than
it's gotta be pretty challenging, you know.
And a lot
'Cause
of times,
like with restrictions, you know. I'm sorry, with the table.
no, I just I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, I'm done.
With restrictions, okay.
Yeah.
But
I like to do half sentences.
Yeah. And then we kind of just piece it together, and it's like, what was Frank trying to say? Let's find out.
Restrictions, maybe like in what I can talk about, like what
Yeah,
the
you
club
know.
might put
Yeah,
on me?
like
Okay. Like when I'm an MC, I have to be cleaner,
Right.
and stuff like that. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah,
When,
go ahead.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So when you're hosting these shows, like, does the club or the promoter or whatever be like, you need to be clean, or is that just something that you feel is better for like the
I
the
feel
show
like it
itself?
goes better. The only time they ever told me that I needed to be clean was when I opened for Taylor Williamson, and I think that's because his stuff doesn't get very dirty.
was it like last minute, right before you?
No,
were
they
going
told me
on?
like 2 months in advance. Like as soon as I got the date for him, they were like, "That's a clean show. Do you still want to do it, or do you want us to get somebody else?" And I was like, "I'll do it."
That would just be great if you just walk out. It's like, "What's up, you cunts?"
Because I heard like they thought about having. Sometimes Taylor Williamson will have shows where they let 13 and up in, and he asked about doing that, and they didn't do it because like they serve alcohol and they didn't want to have to worry about monitoring that.
I mean, I'm all for, you know, kids seeing stand-up comedy because honestly, you know, at least for me at like 13, 14, 15, I had already seen my fair share of fucked up shit, you know, either on the internet or like, you know, my dad was cool, you know, watching horror movies. And
when you're 13 or 14, I mean, like that's whenever you get into like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like
You're starting to develop a personality.
Yeah, you watch all those crazy like horror movies, and like that's when they're scary, you know. That's when it's good.
Or like you start listening to like punk rock or you know, stuff like that. So like I personally wouldn't care, you know, if my kid, not that I have one, so like I might have to play the sweeper later, but
Excuse me.
but if my kid
I
saw
know
like
you're a dirty comic and everything,
No,
but
I
I just
burped too, but
she's
nope, no, you
totally
don't.
offended by that. She's putting down the headphones. She's leaving.
no.
But like I would care if they saw like a Jim Norton special or you know, Jim Jeffries or, you know,
Yeah.
like something like that. Like I don't.
I feel like by him targeting the younger audience like that, like those people are going to grow up and continue to be fans for him, like because they're going to have nostalgia for like when they were younger.
it's like
anything
all
that you liked when you were little, like you like it so hard when you grow up.
Yeah, like all the crappy bands that you used to like, and then
I mean, that's why I still listen to Raffi.
I actually do listen to Ravi.
I know you do.
I have 3 of his albums.
Are you familiar with Raffi?
Nope.
Oh,
I had to pull up
So-
YouTube.
like what is a clean show? What's considered like what can you not say?
I try to not talk about sexual innuendo. Like I just talk about myself growing up and like talk about my dog and stuff that everyone can relate to, and don't get into like graphic content.
Like not about your dog dying.
Or the
That would
dog
be-
having sex.
Yeah.
I do have,
It's like or people having sex with your dog.
well, you can no, that's weird. Bestiality, try to stay away from.
Yeah, it's me too.
as a general rule in life. So yeah, I'd advise
Okay, so
that.
I'm assuming incest is off the table here.
Yeah, I don't talk about incest.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, so glad we're not related.
I think me and Devin are cousins.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if we were, who needs to know?
You guys are You got something going on there, huh?
That we do.
All right.
I've known this guy since 8th grade.
Yeah, it was.
See, anything you like when you're little, you still like
Yeah.
it, even if it's
Yeah.
fucking stupid when you
Yeah.
grow up. Like you still like it.
Even
I'm
though
just
this sack of
kidding.
shit is the
I didn't-
dumbest
I
piece of
didn't-
shit.
The funny part about that, I didn't really get it at first. It was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, people like. Wait. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so now when you get these shows, like, obviously, hosting probably, what do you do? Maybe like 20 minutes total throughout the night, or like 30,
Usually like 15.
15.
15 hosting.
So when you go into these shows, or like, what's the longest set that you do?
I mean, at the Comedy Zone, I usually on a local night, I might do like 18 or 20. But hosting, I only do like 15. Sometimes less if the headliner goes longer.
Yeah.
Like usually the MC does like 15, the feature does like 30, and the headliner does 45, and that's like an hour and a half show.
Okay, so I mean, you're doing not necessarily open mics, but you're getting spots,
Yeah.
throughout town. So when you go into these shows, like what is your writing process like? Like, how do you kind of go about maybe like a premise or an idea? Do you just flesh it out on stage, or do you actually like sit down, write?
I don't. The way ideas come to me is they just do. I don't know.
It's like
As
via
if,
Snapchat.
By God.
Like when it's like when you're at work and you like kind of go over stuff in your
It's
head.
usually when something is really frustrating me, like I'm annoyed with something, or I'm sad about something, or something's going shitty, or out of desperation. Usually when bad things happen to me,
It's like,
I'm like,
let me-
what the fuck? And then I find like the funny, just something funny happens, and I'm like, oh, it's better now.
Yeah, like let
Like-
me figure out like a different perspective to make this shitty situation
Yeah.
not so shitty.
Yeah.
And
I think it's like a survival instinct. So anytime things are going good for me, then I'm like, there's nothing funny. Nothing's funny at all. And then I get
Yeah.
sad again, and it's a cycle. Then I get funny again. You know what I mean?
That's good.
I mean, there definitely is a reason that a lot of comics are depressed.
Yeah.
I think everyone gets depressed. Like, there's, to a certain degree. I mean, it'd be kind of weird if you were just like, oh, I never get sad or depressed or anxious about anything. It's like, you're psychotic. Like, but I mean, like, when I'm writing lyrics for songs, like, I don't write about like happy shit, like, because that's fucking boring. Like, I want to write about just like the worst shit possible.
Banana Phone is
It's a really depressing song if you really look into it.
yeah.
Not familiar with it. Banana
All right,
phone.
we're gonna have to play the song because
Yeah, go
this
for
is
it.
the second Raffi
Yeah.
reference, and you're just like, I don't know these two fucking idiots. I don't know why he came back here. He keeps talking about Raffi. I don't know why. But yeah, I definitely like that kind of darker style comedy.
Yeah.
I think it's like when you go up and talk about it, like at least like from what I like when I watched comedy, or even when I was a kid, like watching Comedy Central and comics and stuff, like all the funniest stuff was like the true stuff that like you can relate to, and it's always usually kind of dark.
Yeah.
Like I think the first Louis C.K. Like when I was 13, I saw him on Comedy Central, and he talked about shitting his pants, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I totally relate to that.
How old are you?
27.
15.
Oh
You
yeah.
look like you're 15. I'm like, this damn 14-year-old kid having a damn baby.
Oh,
America.
God, man. How old are you?
I'm 28.
There, see?
Yeah.
I mean, we're all
No, it's
about the
just-
same
No,
nature.
I get that very often, and it's like everybody's like, oh yeah, you'll like it when you're older. Like I'm older now. Like when is it gonna when are you gonna start taking me seriously? And nobody does.
And
Like,
stop putting you on dispatch.
yeah, I know. Like, dude, when I'm out there on a truck and I show up on scene and everybody's like, what the fuck? Who's this little kid? He's gonna take me to the hospital? I'm like, just calm down. Let me talk to you first.
I mean, honestly, at this point, when I still get carded, I was just like, what? Really?
No, you get carded for
I
beer
get
and
carded in
stuff.
Canada, and the drinking age is 19. Do I look fucking 19?
No, dude. It's worse when you get
No,
carded for a
I'm in-
PG-13 movie. It's,
Oh my god. I
that,
can see it happening.
it has happened. The day after tomorrow.
Really? I don't even know why the movie is PG-13, because that was just such a steaming pile of shit.
It
The
was
day after
really
tomorrow.
bad.
That's the one where there's all the snow, right?
Yeah.
Is
It's
it,
the Al Gore
Everything's
movie.
covered.
or is that also the one with like the tidal wave that comes to, like New York
Yeah,
City?
yeah. Yep.
I
Okay.
like that. Jake Gyllenhaal?
I think so, but I mean, like,
I like that movie. What
but
the
this is-
fuck? I liked it.
I watched
Jake
it
Gyllenhaal.
the other
Come on,
night.
guys. What's going on?
I like him. He's gorgeous.
I liked it.
I
Good
could
movie.
stare into those eyes for a decade.
Even though it was cold, I think he took his shirt off at one point. I think it was a good
Of course.
movie. What's going on?
I'm just saying, like, if I was Jake Gyllenhaal, I would just refuse to wear shirts.
Yeah.
There's no reason to wear a shirt if you're Jake Gyllenhaal.
Have you seen Night Watch?
No,
He's
but
a
it sounds
cop.
sexy.
He's a cop in that movie. It's a
How
really good
sexy
movie.
is it?
It's pretty sexy.
Okay, now on a scale of
Yeah,
1
have
to
to
10,
check it out.
on the boner meter, where are we going?
Scale of 1 to 10.
Well, it would be a 5 if it's a full boner, right?
I don't know. I you know,
That's
Five.
halfway.
Or 5.5?
That's halfway.
it's kind of like
No,
the
like a boner. Like it's like laying down and then up and then it's down again. If we're going on a scale from 1 to 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you. I can see it in my mind now.
Yeah.
So a 10, you'd be laying down. I don't understand.
Oh,
well,
that's
I
like
guess
a
if
boner
it's
meter, right?
Oh.
Like,
yeah.
it's like a meter.
Okay, yeah. So we want to be, say, at like 50 miles per hour, just right in the
Yeah.
middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, obviously Brad Pitt, maybe in his younger days, delicious. Okay, as a woman.
Delicious.
Okay, so as a woman, as far as like Hollywood crushes go, what would be, I don't know, top 3? Just
Ryan Gosling.
okay, yeah, that
Who is that?
I get it.
Ryan Gosling.
He
Ryan
played
Gosling.
the Jewish Nazi in The Believer.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's a good one.
I've only seen the front cover, and it's all in black and white. And what else is he in?
The Notebook.
Drive.
Haven't seen that.
Drive. Oh my God, you have to watch
The Real
Drive.
Girl.
He smashes that guy's head in. He stomps this guy's head in the elevator.
Man, I haven't seen
it.
any
but-
of these.
But I do like him. Okay, so is that your...
He seems like he's kind of typecasted from these roles.
No, those are totally different roles.
No,
The
we're talking
Notebook
about The
and Drive.
Notebook and then playing a Jewish Nazi.
And like a driver that like stomps a guy's head in. Like that's not.
Frank,
That
all
wouldn't
Well, I'm
happen
kind
in
of
The Notebook.
I don't know. I haven't seen any of these movies, so I'm sure
He
just
plays a good crazy. Anyone that plays a good crazy. He's good.
yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal also
Yeah.
plays a good little crazy. So now, is this, number 1, or is this in any random order?
That's number 1.
Okay,
Ryan
so like
Gosling.
he's the top.
I mean, he's really
That's
the
the
only,
only
one that I
good-looking
really give
guy.
a shit about. Yeah. I don't really.
All right, well, I feel a lot shittier about myself. I don't know how this conversation has unfolded the way it has.
So if you were gonna buy a dildo, it would be a Ryan Gosling dildo. Is what
I
we've
would hope so.
accomplished in this conversation.
That's basically what we can sum.
How do you?
Although, I mean, I'm not going off of that part of him. I'm just like the rest of him because that's not.
I don't think that part of him is
seen in any
available
movies,
to the
I
public.
don't think. Yeah.
No, I mean, we can only use our imagination.
So I guess if you were gonna go with, it'd have to be a blow up doll version of him, because then you get his face.
They
Yeah.
do make male blow-up dolls, which is like the
Yeah.
weirdest, creepiest thing ever.
Yeah, really weird.
Like it just really doesn't seem practical whatsoever.
No,
Like I don't know.
I think it's a gag. I don't think it's.
It has to be, but you know that it's been used for
So
serious.
I know somebody has been like, well, maybe I could fuck it. I'm gonna try.
I'm just saying, if there's a possibility to fuck something, someone has fucked it.
Yeah, you're right.
That's. I mean,
Oh man, you ever see those pictures of like the X-rays of things people got stuck in their butt?
like light bulbs.
Yeah.
Like
Why?
trophies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
how did that thing not break? I don't know.
It's worse when they do.
A carrot.
I understand things that are just a phallic shape in general. Like that makes sense. I get it. I wouldn't do it, but I understand the thought process behind that. But then when you go to like your third grade baseball trophy, it's like, what?
It's like,
what happened
That
in
had
your
to be
life?
psychological.
Yeah, like what happened in your life? The series of events that happened in your life to get down to that point is just like, I don't know, that second place trophy.
not even first.
Yeah,
It's a funny shape. It's like
it's like I think that could fit in my ass.
Yeah.
I
Batter
think that
up.
might feel. Oh Jesus Christ! Where do we go from there?
All right, where do we? Oh, I was talking about pot.
Oh yeah.
I was talking about-
What happened with all your stuff?
Oh yeah, I feel like a long time ago we were talking about pot.
Yeah, I was talking about pot. I don't know. I was going to California to visit my sister, and I heard that weed's everywhere out there. And when my brother went to visit my sister in California, they did the weed. So I was like,
With weed things.
I might do the weed things because it's like legalish out there, right? And that's mainly why I haven't done it, is because I'm like, I don't feel like it's worth it. Like, if I got in trouble, am I gonna get in trouble? And everyone's like, no, you're not getting in trouble. That's stupid. But I'm like, but if I do, it's like really bad trouble. So
Yeah, it is bad
I'd rather just avoid it.
Just get on the mic.
Oh. I thought you were telling me to come over here.
Give me a smooch.
Was there a secret you wanted to tell me?
So I was going to visit my
love you.
sister, and I was like, I feel like I should do weed at my house where I feel safe before I travel across the country, and then have
It's
like
like
a
a different
panic
environment.
attacks.
Yeah.
Because whenever my brother went out there, him and my sister like split a brownie or something, and they both lost their minds.
Oh well, I mean, definitely eating it, like chemically, it changes the way that your body processes, and holy shit, that
Yeah.
can be a mind fuck. And I'm at the point where if I take a hit of even just like a little pipe or whatever, like I'm just destroyed. Like
Yeah.
I don't know about you. Like, can you function on that at all, or are you just kind of like, I just need to veg out and like watch a movie, kind of?
I feel like it had very little effect on me. I feel like I smoked like a fair amount of it. I don't know.
I think it's a first time thing. It happened to me the first few times. I didn't really feel it.
So was there?
Way a long time ago.
And then
I like a corporate Frank his disclaimers. But was there, like, when you were growing up, was there any like aversion to it, or is it just like something you never did?
I didn't hang out with friends a lot. I did a lot of after school activities, and I was pretty busy just doing that.
Well,
shit,
I mean,
so.
Frank and I did a lot of after school activities, but it included smoking pot.
Yeah, I was like,
and wearing World War II helmets.
I was doing like at least 2 after school things year round, and then
And
after school I was doing something else. So.
And none of those included pot.
No. I don't know. I was just like a really good kid. I didn't have. I don't know. I didn't have any.
And
all
somehow-
my friends were nerds.
And somehow you still turned out to
We
be a
were
degenerate.
nerds.
Oh. Well, then I don't.
We were nerds in the unacademic way.
Yeah. I don't know.
we were
I
just
did go
losers.
to good schools. I don't know. I didn't really know anyone that I.
What kind of stuff did you do?
In school, I was in marching band.
Okay. Well, did you play an instrument, or were you like baton?
I sucked. I can't do music, but I love band. Like, I just loved it. You know? Like,
Yeah, it's like
can't
a
explain-
community.
Marching band is so awesome, and nobody understands what I'm saying. That they're like, you're the biggest nerd on the planet. I'm like, no, it's so much fun. Like, it's like camp all the time. You're at summer camp, and your
Yeah,
friends.
Oh,
and-
my sister did it all throughout high school. And,
Yeah, our sisters were in band together, so
Yeah.
that's how we'd get to hang out, and our parents weren't around.
So, I don't know. I just really love band. So,
So
I
that-
sucked at music, it turns out, but I stayed in band for like 7 years, even though I sucked at music.
What did you play?
I played percussion,
Oh, cool.
Which the reason I did that was because I was like, oh, there's no keys. It won't be that confusing for me.
It's like, I don't need no scales.
But then I was like, I don't have any rhythm either, so I don't know. I don't understand. And
So it sounds like you didn't really pan out as far, as a career.
No, they put me on the bass drum a lot in middle school, so just mainly quarter notes.
And in my experience, because I was in 6th grade at Landrum in Ponte Vedra, you could either go into band or you could do, it was like
The wheel.
some what the fuck was that called, like the tech class, where like it's like basically just like a shitty like shop class kind of thing.
Neither.
I don't know.
What were you doing in 6th grade, Frank?
I was homeschooled in 6th grade.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Oh yeah.
that explains a lot.
That's what.
But
That's why he never grew up all the way.
Yeah, I wasn't drinking the same milk.
Yeah.
I can't drink milk. So.
just my little man child, my wrestling buddy. But so like the first week of school, you could kind of like for your elective classes, you could kind of float around,
Yeah.
to see like I don't really like this. So I joined band because I was playing the alto saxophone at the time, and I remember
Sexy. It's like Eddie Money.
sax on the beach, my friend. But I remember being like, I got placed into the intermediate band because I'd already been playing a little bit, and when you were in band, did you have that like the chair test to see like which chair you're gonna be?
Yeah, I was always last. They didn't even have to test me. It's just like, we know you're going to be last, so we're going to compete for people who wanted to be first.
Yeah.
You just stand over there.
Now the intermediate band was
How many people were there?
I don't know, like 6 or 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like, all right, you have a part on the triangle for this song. You play this wood block.
It's kind of mean of them.
Smack this tambourine around a little bit.
well, you got to work with what you're dealing with.
Yeah, I fucking suck. I played the cymbals sometimes, but like I was so nervous. Like they're so loud, and I'm like, I don't want them to be that loud. Like, what if I hit it at the wrong time and it's really loud at the wrong time? So I would like timidly hit it, and it would usually be late. And then the band director would yell at me like, "What is wrong with you? Like, smash them together." When I clap my hands, and I'm like,
I don't want to do that.
I don't want that for my daughter.
and when I would smash them, like it would blow wind in my face. So I'm just like.
I really hope there's some sort of like recital video
I'm sure there is.
of
My
this.
mom
I just
probably
want to
has it.
see a very timid Jessica Mears is like, I don't want to smash them together.
And I had bangs, so it was like puffing my bangs back every
yeah,
time.
they
I
just
hit it.
fly back.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that most band teachers are fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
I had this
I noticed that too.
I had this one guy in high school. His name was Mr. G. I don't know what his real name was.
I
but
remember hearing about him.
yeah, he was an interesting dude. He should have been teaching like college, like people that actually give a shit, about music. But he ended up being at Nice High School. And I remember I came in one day, and he was sitting at the piano bench with some sheet music in front of him, playing Irish jigs on a recorder. I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? But
What did he look like? I never actually saw him.
he basically he looked like probably like 30s, just like average like white guy.
I just imagine if anybody's sitting on like playing Irish jigs on a recorder, I imagine them like a little tiny person that's
No, he was
sits on a stump in the middle of the woods. And
he was
you
basically
kind of
like
stumble upon them. They ask you riddles.
like, you ever see anyone that works in a call center, kind of like that body type?
I used to work in a call center too. That's another thing I did.
So it kind of looks like he kind of looks like
Exactly.
Had fake titties.
Spot
Yeah.
on. No, I don't know.
Work at
He
Hooters.
was just he was just one of those
Hooters
guys.
call
like,
center.
How can
This
I
is
help you?
Mr. G. How may I help you?
Would you
Yeah.
like to hear an Irish jig?
Band directors are psychotic. I I had one. Me and my brother and my sister were in band together. I was in 9th grade. They were in 10th grade. And my mom, it was after band practice. We were waiting around for like over an hour, and my mom wasn't there to pick us up, and none of us drove yet. So it's like, where the hell is our mom? Our mom's never not been somewhere to pick us up, and we're like getting worried. And he calls us into his office, and he's like, guys, come in here. I have to talk to you.
Your mom has cancer.
No, he's like, I just got a phone call. Your mom's been in an accident.
Oh, Jesus.
And we all started crying. Like, there was enough time for him to say that, and we all started crying.
He's like,
And
oh,
then
but
he
it's
was
just
like,
a fender bender.
She's fine. She'll be here in 10 minutes.
It's like, what the fuck is wrong
I'm like,
with you?
he just wanted to make us cry.
How old
Like,
were you?
I think he was, like, so pissed that he had to wait until she got there that he was like, someone's going to pay for this. I'm going to make these children cry. Like,
I'm just going to ruin them.
Yeah.
Like,
I was, like, 14.
yeah, that's...
Thought my mom died.
That's still
Yeah.
a little young to, like,
Oh my
kind of, like,
God.
fuck with a kid.
Yeah.
Now, like, I wonder, like...
I feel like any age is too young to fuck with somebody that their mom may be dead. You know what I mean? Your mom might have died, but
I think 16 is
maybe not.
better.
16, you can handle it, you know. You know, in 1 year, you can actually see a R-rated movie. You know, things are looking up.
But you'll still get carded for that PG-13.
Terrible.
Yeah, it happened. And, Frank, how often do you get carded?
Anytime I have to do anything that an adult has to do.
Like, you know, because...
I just have it ready anytime I'm doing something, like... I guess beer is only... I don't buy cigarettes or anything, so I guess beer is the only time, but... Like, rated R movies.
Honestly, when's the last time you got carded for a rated R movie?
I don't remember last time I went to the movie.
I've never been carded for a rated R movie.
Really?
I have. I mean, I probably was carded like 2 years ago
What?
for a rated R movie, and I was like, what? Are you retarded? Like, I've been old enough to see this for like 10 years. Like,
Yeah, like... Now, I'm not saying you look old by any means, but you definitely don't look like you're under 18.
I drove myself here.
So
used to,
I'm at least 16.
I was like, can I? I didn't. I think I'm really bad about losing my license too. Like, I'll put it. I don't have a wallet, and I just throw it in my purse, and my purse has like a million things in it.
Ah, sounds like my roommate.
Everything's floating around in there, and I was like, can I give you my college ID? Like, I'm old enough to be in college.
Yeah.
So, and that.
Well, you know, you could be, you know, one of those, you know, just genius children.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could be 15, you know, in Harvard.
Was it Magic Mike? Were you going to see Magic Mike?
I don't remember.
It was Space Jam.
Oh.
It wasn't even rated R. Which was bullshit. Now, if Space Jam 2 came out, I'd probably watch it. I hate to say it, but I would probably watch it.
Yeah.
I just like to see the character development, honestly, with the aliens.
Where, like, the story arc goes. But I feel like a movie like that, you have to watch it. You know, if they actually made it.
Space Jam remake.
I think they actually did.
Or just
make
a
Space
sequel,
Jam
not
2.
even a remake.
Yeah.
I think they did make a Space Jam 2.
Really?
They did not, because
Yeah.
I would know about that.
No. I think that's a real thing.
All right, Frank. Let's see how you're wrong.
Oh, hey, look at this. She's cute.
She's cute. What, Maeve?
Mm-hmm.
Is it short for something?
No, it's just Irish.
Maeve. What does
Yeah.
it mean?
Frank's not even Irish. He's Scottish.
No, but my ex-girlfriend's Irish, so she wanted an Irish name, and that's the one I liked. So.
What other horrible choices did she have?
No, we looked through a book.
I like Maeve. Maeve is cool.
Yeah,
It's like Rave.
Yeah, I don't. There's
Raven
Maeve.
Maeve.
There was like 11 different memes.
Fave.
Every time I
Maeve's my
looked it
fave.
up, it was something different. It was like one of them is like hilarious. Like
Alright.
that's one of the meanings, and that's the first one I saw. I was like, that's cool. You know?
Not everyone's gonna like this. I do not give a shit about my name. People are like, when I have to go up to a table and introduce myself, I'm like, hi, I'm Jessica. I'll be taking care of you. And they're like, what? Because I mumble over my own name because I don't give a shit about it. I don't enunciate Jessica.
I am Jessica.
And they're like, Justin? Justice? I'm like, Jessica.
It's like, doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah.
Look, it already popped up. Space Jam 2.
Yeah, I'm sure someone has Google Space Jam 2, but that doesn't mean they're making it.
Yeah, so I don't give a shit about my name. So at least
It's got LeBron's James in it.
No, it doesn't, you fucking moron.
Unless this is Photoshop.
I think that's probably Photoshop.
Give it back. I don't want you to stumble
Space Jam
into
2.
anything.
Just send some text, please. Now, for everyone listening,
That'd be
Jessica
cool.
now has Frank's phone. Frank's getting very uncomfortable.
Okay.
I just don't want you to see anything weird.
Maeve's mom.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, your kid's gonna not have to worry about having the most common name in the world,
Okay.
so
yeah.
that's good.
We were still talking about that. I was like, Space Jam 2? He's not going to have to worry about watching that?
If you have a really basic,
What about blow up dolls?
if you have a really like basic, boring, common name, I feel like there's all this pressure on you to like have a personality.
Yeah.
You know, like, could I just have a cool name?
See, I'm
Get
not
through
I'm not a
life
fan.
Yeah, it's not like you're like Raiden or,
Yeah.
Raiden, yes,
Yeah,
Raiden.
Raiden's a cool name.
Well, okay, that's not too far fetched because, there's all like the Jaden and the Braden's, like all these weird, terrible names that shouldn't exist.
Yeah,
But
I
they-
like Braden.
It's like, I think I'm gonna have a kid named Braden
I got a
now.
cousin
Are you-
named Braden. Braden, Trenton, Evan, Aiden. They're all
That's his name?
no. There's 4 of them.
Oh.
Yeah, they all end in N. Their parents did that.
That's clever.
I'm Jessica. My sister's Jennifer. Like,
Do you
I
feel?
get
Do you
called
feel like your
Jennifer
parents?
constantly.
Do you feel like your parents just got lazy there, or?
I don't know. My brother's name's Timothy, and when we were little, people used to always call him Jimmy, because they thought it was all J's. And it's like, no, it's just Timmy.
No, that's
All right, so Space Jam is in IMDb.
okay. Well, that doesn't really mean
It
shit.
was written by Willie Ebersol.
Are we talking about the first one?
This is Space Jam 2. Here's some. Here's a little quote.
Is LeBron James in it?
LeBron James is quoted saying, "I've always loved Space Jam. It was one of my favorite movies growing up." Wait, how old is he?
When is
I
that?
thought it
Is
was
it
like-
supposed to come out sometime soon or something?
I think it's coming out.
Don't go over, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. He does not care. I don't care. I don't care.
If I have an opportunity,
I
it will be great. Wait.
I'm happy go lucky. Women call
Okay,
me
I guess that means
pussy.
it's
I don't
still in the
care.
makes. Works.
I don't care. I don't. He does not care.
This is big news, though.
Yeah, Space Jam 2 is coming out, dude.
I didn't know that.
I don't think so, Tim.
This is a story from a year ago that's talking about when will it come out.
Oh, is it on
So-
IMDb?
It should say if it's in post-production or whatever the production stage is on IMDb.
We'll definitely have to make a movie day out of it.
I don't care. I don't care.
Me at one
Is
time.
it going to be PG-13? Are you going
Better bring your ID.
Usually,
Yeah.
usually it's PG. I mean, I don't know that the girl bunny was kind of like,
They get you pecker hard.
no.
Maybe.
It's just they made her like I don't understand, why would you make a bunny like that and have such?
Oh, no, it says there's no Space Jam 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's not one. I mean, IMDb might have some misinformation.
Is
I don't know.
IMDb is it like Wikipedia where anybody can get on and edit it?
I think it can happen like that a little bit, like because some people put shit on IMDb, like they have a thing on there, but they haven't done anything.
Yeah, I've heard radio interviews where, Frank, what the fuck? Art didn't.
Broke the thing.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Devin.
I don't know how you managed to do that.
I was trying to. It kept falling, and I was trying to get it twisted in a spot
You,
where.
you sir, are truly an ass.
I'll fix it. I promise, Devin. I'll fix this thing.
All right. What?
Oh. Oh. I do remember the Space Jam CD. Holy crap. What a good album.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this?
This is actually how they start the Comedy Zone show currently to this day.
Why?
pump up the jams, get the party moving.
Moving.
Yeah. Whatever those lyrics are.
Can I use this one?
Frank, do whatever you need to do.
I am really sorry, Devin. I didn't mean.
Yeah.
I'm just so rock and roll, I just kind of break things.
What? I mean, like, who at the Comedy Zone thought it'd be a good idea to really get the crowd going?
Jock jams.
Pump up the jam.
Yeah.
The sequel to Pump Up the Volume.
I mean, it does. It does. Everyone loves it still.
And honestly, I'd be a liar if
nostalgic
I
thing.
said I was there and that song came on and be like,
And you wouldn't be like, woo!
Right.
People stop talking, they stop what they're doing, they're like, oh my god, something's happening.
Everybody bobs their
so
head.
I need 4
I feel like this
beers
is lower
over
now.
here.
Yeah.
I'm ready to... I want to fucking laugh.
Yeah. What really annoys me though, they had a different sound guy doing the stuff, and the guy really didn't know what he was doing. And he
that's
was playing
the
that
worst.
at a really low volume, as if to not interrupt the table conversations.
Oh,
to
like
start the
it's
comedy show.
Yeah. background music, like at the
Yeah.
lounge at a bar somewhere.
And finally, I came out on stage and I was just like, dude, pump up the jams. I was like,
You might know their other song, Pump Up the Volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna play this stuff, and I'm guilty of it right now. I mean, it should be here
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
I think that part's loose.
Frank, what?
You're breaking all of it.
No, it's breaking. It's busting down on me.
On the boner meter, it's about a 1.
Yeah, it's definitely
The mic is falling.
barely a 1.
it's getting down there.
All right, Frank, just plug that cord into that mic. All right, now let's just watch him.
Yeah.
Let's just see how this goes.
Because that's real good.
No, I mean, people. Basically, Frank is fucking up my studio.
So I smoked some marijuana.
Yeah, I went to a sex
at
shop.
my house with my vaporizer, and my brother and my nephew. But my nephew is 21 now, so he's not a young person.
He was 5.
No, that would be really irresponsible.
You know how annoying getting high with a 5-year-old would be? Such sticky hands. Frank, yeah. I'm sure you're.
Oh yeah, I sound real good.
All right, let me turn you.
Don't I sound way better?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, my little wrestling buddy. Okay, you're smoking pot with your underage nephew.
And my brother.
Go.
And I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't know if I was doing it right. I feel like it didn't.
Okay, you never answered the question. What were you smoking out of?
The vaporizer thing.
Okay, all right, because you mentioned that there was a vaporizer, but
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was the method. Anyway, which is kind of I feel like if you're gonna get high the first time, I feel like a joint is the way to go.
Classic joint.
Just kind of old school. That's just me, maybe because Frank and I we used to watch Easy Rider a bunch.
Yeah, that was good. It was
Yeah.
good times.
But
I don't know. I just don't want my throat to burn. I have no desire to feel a burning in my throat.
You don't want all that cancerous stuff.
No.
Yeah, I get it. The vapor, that's actually the good way to go, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely better for you, but I mean, I feel like the vaporizer is kind of a weird kind of high because it's almost like you don't know if you're high or not because at least with a joint or a bong, you see the smoke coming in, coming out, and you're like,
Burns,
oh, I'm
cough.
high. But the vaporizer is just I guess I'm high now.
I don't know. I remember being like, okay, nothing's happening, nothing's happening, and then I would do more. They were like, do more, nothing's happening, and then I
Did you watch bad TV and was it good?
I don't remember anything on TV.
Frank, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't want to lean forward. It's too tall, and I'm.
All right, I'm just.
I remember I misspoke. I switched up the words on something, and then I was like, uh-oh. I was like, I think something's happening.
Here we go.
And then I feel like I laughed way too hard at that. and then it felt like time was moving.
I love how
slow.
self-conscious.
Time was moving really, really slow. Like it took a long time to get from 1 second to the next. But by the time I got there, I was like,
It sounds like it worked.
okay.
Like,
And then I was like, I have to go to my car. And then I was like, I don't know what I went to my car for.
But I just have to go to my car.
And I was like, if I can make it back home safely from my car, though, I literally like walked around the corner and back, and then I felt like I was gone for half an hour, and I was like, guys, what's going on now?
Yeah,
What are we doing now?
the crazy thing about pot, like, because I said before, if I take a hit, like I'm done. Like I'm not going anywhere. Don't expect me to have a real conversation with you. I'm just like, oh goddamn, why did I do this? Got to pay the Comcast bill. What the fuck am I doing in my life? Like I get very like introspective.
Yeah.
It's not a very fun thing for me, but so like people that can literally smoke a joint, or like I've even seen people smoke a blunt before going into work. It was like, how do you do that? Like I couldn't imagine being that fucking high. You know, and then actually like
And having to deal with money.
yeah, like walking up to tables and like, okay, you know, the caviar in house is it's like I'd just be like, leave me alone. Like they know I'm high. They know I'm high. Well, they keep looking at me. Like I don't know, like I'm just such a fucking disaster on that. You know, if you want to watch a movie, you know, if you want to
totally good at that.
you know, if you want to go
knock
to
that
Fantasy
right out.
Lane, you know, get an adult entertainment DVD, you know, come back with a blow-up doll and watch it.
Edible
Buy
underwear.
More, you could buy more weed things there.
Wear some
So
edible
many
underwear
weed
in the
things.
rain.
Just melt off that delicious Scotch
Yeah.
body.
I don't know. It's weird. Like I felt like
Well, I'll be wearing clothes over it, you know.
I felt
I just
like
figured to make
time,
everything sticky.
time was moving slower, but like I could do more things. I felt like I was doing a lot of things while time was moving slow. Like I was going fast and time was going slow, but then I would be like,
That's
by the
kinda
time
like,
I get to the next
I don't think you were
minute,
high. I think you have superpowers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Then,
I've read a lot of comics, and that sounds exactly what that is.
Sounds like bullet time.
maybe that's
All right, let's get our guns out. See if we can dodge these.
Yeah.
God. By the time I got to the next second, I couldn't remember.
Well, Frank, it's
I couldn't
it's
remember
funny
what I was
that you
doing.
mentioned that because I have a couple, you know, shotguns out there.
Well, those are harder because they could spray.
I'm just saying, you know, she's claiming that dodging bullets. I'm just saying we put it to the test.
Mm-hmm.
So
She'll forget though the next minute what she's doing. She'll run the other way.
yeah, he is.
Like, hey guys, there's a tree over here.
Is that a chipmunk?
Ever noticed that tree before?
I love those moments when you're just completely sober and you're just like, I really had no idea there was a mailbox over there.
See, I was I wanted to document my first experience and what it felt like, so I was like furiously trying to text myself like what I was feeling, but I would be like typing a word. And then I was like, okay, what do I have here? I was like trying to read the whole thing over. And I was like, I don't remember.
Yeah, and that's definitely
Listen.
the difference between smoking and drinking, because when you're drinking, boy, can you send some weird text
Yeah.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
It doesn't take any time to say.
It's like, fuck it, we'll just deal with repercussions tomorrow.
It's like, you know that one time 4 years ago when you did this? Go fuck your mother. Send. And like you wake up, it's like, oh,
Dude, did you know there's an app out there that's like,
to go fuck your mother?
no, stop it, stop trying to derail me.
There's probably an app for that.
There,
Of course there is.
she's a nice lady. There isn't.
She's a nice
Tender crisp.
Anyway, there's this app that like if you can put it on your phone, and if you send a text message that you regret, you can tap it, and you actually have like 30 seconds to get it out of the inner, like out of, I guess, outer space
That's
or wherever.
fake.
No, they're real.
myth.
They're real. They're
It's just
real.
like Space Jam 2.
They're
It's not a
talking
thing.
about it on NPR. They check their facts.
Okay, you're right. It's real.
You lose that battle. You lose that battle 9 times out of 10.
It's NPR. It's probably legit.
You know, Frank,
There's a couple of them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, where did you hear about this app?
NPR. I don't remember what. I think it was Marketplace.
What's this app called? I'm just saying.
There's several apps. I can't remember the name of them.
Why would you?
But that's you don't have to be mean. I have a bad memory.
Frank, you're my wrestling buddy. We've gone over this a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jessica.
Don't let him talk to me that way.
I mean, I feel like it's a term of endearment. I think
It is. It really is. And so,
not when you say it only to make me feel uncomfortable.
Oh.
That's on you.
Okay, I guess
if you can't come to terms with what's going on, then I don't know what to tell you.
I guess that is kind of a philosophical thing.
You know, Jessica comes over here. She's being honest. You know, she's being upfront about everything. So I feel that everyone else should do the same.
I am.
Yeah, she doesn't have any problem, you know, talking about whatever's going on. But, you know, I think something's going on over there, Frank.
Nothing's going on.
I think we should get to the bottom of it.
I just want to figure out what this app is called.
But what is really going on? That's a good question, Jessica.
I don't know.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Why are we? If you back the beast into a corner, you know what happens.
He's gonna start fucking.
Starts crying.
It's gonna start fucking. The beast is gonna start. Fucking.
I could do both.
I don't know. I've never heard that expression.
I mean, my grandparents told me that, you know, generations.
Yeah.
I think scholars have, you know, argued.
Yeah, I was a little kid.
I'm thinking about Beauty and the Beast. I think it ended in them fucking. Like, I think that's how it ended.
With the candle?
Yeah.
Yeah, just jamming.
Yeah.
You know, the candle dude.
Yeah. The candle, the teapot.
the
Everyone
clock.
was fucking at the end of that movie.
I haven't.
And they should be. Good for them.
I haven't seen that movie in a really long time.
Well, it became weird. It's just like,
I mean,
you know what I watched yesterday?
I mean, would it really be that weird?
Minus Maeve, yes.
Well, I guess yesterday, no, I didn't have her, so.
It's like, Beauty and the Beast, you know, really, really underrated movie.
My favorite Disney movie when I was little was 101 Dalmatians. Because I'm a hoarder.
Oh, yeah?
Not really. I just hoard animals.
Now, how many animals are we talking about?
No, I just have 2 cats and a dog.
Okay, that's not too bad. Because when you say hoarding, like, there's legitimate hoarding.
I think the reason why I felt like I needed to have multiple pets was because of 101 Dalmatians, though. I was like, so many puppies. And, like,
it's like
I don't really like animals.
I have to save them. Or else they'll be made into a coat.
Frank, it's not that you don't like animals, it's just that you're lazy.
Yeah, I was just
what's
thinking,
the difference?
It's really sad, like, all the animals that are euthanized and just their fur's just put to waste.
Oh,
Making fur coats.
Yeah, it would be so mean if we made a fur coat out of them, you know?
Like, you can't, if they don't have homes and you're putting them down. I mean, like, they're
I mean,
a nice coat.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I'm just saying we could do
adding to
something
carbon
with it.
emissions. It's decaying.
That's so fucked up.
I'm saying we could do something with it.
Or at least make little keychains out of their tails.
Oh, of course. Yeah, little puppy feet.
Save the
It's my
puppies.
lucky puppy feet.
Lucky puppy feet.
Because I have 2. I need 2.
That was a messed up movie, man. Who makes coats out of puppies?
I do.
I think they were British. I think they were British.
There was
Like, they're like, we're gonna make a movie. Like, I'm just thinking of when they pitched 101 Dalmatians to, like, the Disney folks. They're like, all right, it's a kids movie, right? We
It's
have
scary.
this evil bitch.
that sounds good. Kids
Kids movie. And we're gonna murder puppies.
I love murder. I love murder.
For coats.
Brilliant.
For fur coats.
And
You're
that
getting a
movie,
raise.
that movie is actually like some of the drawing is like scary. How they do
Yeah.
Cruella de Vil in the end. She's like terrifying. It used to freak me out when I was little.
We'll show this movie to kids where the lady's like down for murdering puppies. Like, oh, sorry.
You're good.
You're pulling a Frank over there.
Yeah.
You gotta be hunched over. You'll have one of these by the end.
Pulling old Frankaroonie, as I like to call it. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of cartoons when you kind of look back, just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what the? And I also like to picture just like the board meeting where like they're pitching the idea and someone's just like, you know what?
Kids are
that
gonna love
sounds
that.
like a
Yeah.
great idea.
I like it. They try to kill the puppies.
Yeah.
I like it.
Bambi's mother? Fuck her.
Shoot her.
Dumb bitch. Oh, we've gone kind of full circle here.
There's a lot of like really traumatic things in Disney movies.
Oh yeah, like
It's basically
The
parents
Lion King.
dying.
Mufasa dying.
yeah.
That's probably why I was terrified of my parents dying all the time
I mean,
to this day.
I think they're gonna fall off a cliff. My uncle's probably gonna kill them.
Yeah. It's always someone close to you, you know?
Yeah.
And-
With a scar on
Someone
over
in
their
the
eye.
family, yeah.
All right, guys. I know it's been all fun and games, but my dad was actually trampled by a pack of gazelles. So let's
I don't think it was a
Sorry to hear
gazelles.
that.
antelopes,
Oh yeah, your dad was, yeah, but Mufasa wasn't.
water buffalo,
Yeah,
whatever it was.
some sort of buffalo. It takes a buffalo to kill Mufasa.
Mufasa's parents probably should have like known some shit was gonna happen when they named one of their kids Mufasa and the other one Scar.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah, that really just
Scar,
it seems like
you
it's,
name a kid after like
I feel like he
his
got that
biggest
name.
flaw, and you think he's gonna be cool
Yeah.
in life.
they
Like at all.
basically might have, they should just named it like number 1 and fuck off.
Yeah.
You hear about the cop, or there's like these twins, and one is named Winner and one's named Loser, and yeah, no, they're real people, and Loser ends up being the chief of police in some big city or whatever, and Winner is like some drug addict, and he keeps like
That's why I'd rather be loser, like low expectations. You don't
yeah,
have
you
to,
fight harder.
Yeah.
Second child.
That's
best of
You're
why
not disappointing anyone. You know.
that's why Scar ended up on top for
He
like
did.
a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
You know?
See-
Yeah.
At least, I mean, till what's his face got old enough to kill him.
Yeah.
My sister, 3 years older, first child, overachiever, and then the bar got put way down when I was around. This is my parents were like, I'm kind of done doing this whole parenting thing.
I felt like that too. I was only a year behind my brother and sister, but I felt like they were like,
Are you the youngest?
kind of. My dad has 3 families.
Okay, yeah. I think you did
Yeah.
mention that last time
I
you
got
were
like
here.
a way older brother and sister and a way younger brother. So I was the youngest in that
Now when you
generation.
when
And
you
are there
say-
younger ones now?
Yeah.
And another.
There's not a 4th family yet. I just have the one younger brother.
Okay.
I mean, is that imminent or
I mean, it
like
could
we'll,
happen.
like we'll just see what happens?
I mean, there could be people out there. Who knows? You know.
Um,
Never.
All in the same city?
No.
Whereabouts? I know some are in California, but
Well, my sister lives in California, but she's from here. She moved out there for acting. I actually went out there to visit her and to do stand up. Oh, that's something I should talk about. I'm saving up money right now. I'm gonna move to LA. like,
you're leaving.
hopefully-
You're leaving the show.
Yeah, hopefully by the end of the summer.
really, you do 2 episodes. You just come in and then you just leave to
Big
to
time.
Hollywood.
Yeah. So I think that there's more opportunities for stand up out there, and I want to write for movies
well,
and TV.
Jacksonville's a cultural hub.
Yeah, I know, and it's a really like supportive community.
Watch your words, young lady.
But yeah.
So when do you plan on doing that?
As soon as I can save up the money, which I've had a great month. I got my tax return, so there's that, and I went back to work at Hooters one day a week, and I broke my personal record. Okay, when I worked at Hooters before, I didn't have boobs, and now I have boobs, and I went back and.
Can I ask you? Because I know on like Instagram and Facebook there was like a bikini contest or whatever. So like how did that like?
Does that have to do with Hooters?
Yeah, it was a Hooters bikini contest I did recently.
So how did that happen? Like, I don't know, like what made you kind of get into that? Because I know it's not the first one.
Yeah, I do. Anytime that there's an opportunity like that at Hooters, I take advantage of it. Like I do the bikini contest. I've done every one like since I've worked there. Not because I think I'm gonna win, which is why I think a lot of girls do it because they're like, oh, I want to win. Like I'm like, I know that I'm not gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to do it because I feel like it's a unique opportunity. I feel like putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation is gonna make you better. You know what I mean? Like
it's
doing
good for your
something that
brain.
you're afraid to do.
Oh,
and, like doing it and being
definitely.
like telling yourself I did it. Like it helps with your confidence and stuff like that. I don't know. They're fun. I like wearing whore outfits, so that gives me a venue to do that and not look like
I do too.
Just like a whore. You know what I mean?
I try
I'm playing
to,
the
but
part.
I'm just popping out everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not a good look for me.
I like to show a little bit of arm, you know.
Yeah.
I like making
love your arms.
costumes, and that's like they always have like a dress up round, so I get to make a costume for that.
I like how
so
there's
it's
like a
fun.
horror like outfit for every costume.
Yeah,
For any event.
it's it's like a creative challenge. Like how can I make this non-hoary thing hoary? You know,
But like the thing,
and remain true to like what the thing is. You know.
Yeah.
the thing I hate about those kind of things is just like seeing the comments with people, just saying like, oh, these sluts whores. It's like, who gives a shit? Like, like
You can dress like a whore and not be a whore.
yeah, but like even if you were, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I like. That's the thing. Bill Burr has a great bit about you could put a video of an orange on YouTube and then 3 comments down, someone's going to get called a nigger.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like like that's just how the internet works.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just like I don't understand why anyone would care. It's like, oh, I'm in a bikini contest. I'm doing this. Just I know people like to label people as something. It's just like why are we really wasting our time?
Yeah.
On that, you know what I mean?
I haven't had many negative responses to it to my face.
And I'm not saying I've read any comments about you per se. I'm
Yeah.
just saying in general.
I feel like some people think of it, they look at a thing and they're like, oh, she's doing that because she wants attention or she wants other people to pay attention to her. Like, oh, she got fake boobs because she wants attention or stuff like that. But it's not that she wants anything external. It's more like, to me, that's something personal and it's something in myself that I want to put out. You know what I mean? It's helping me put something out.
So
not trying to take something from other people, if that makes any sense.
No.
It
It
does make sense.
No, it does. And can I ask you, at any point, if I'm out of line, just let me know. But I mean, like, what made you decide to, go with the implants?
Get fake boobs. I like boobs.
I like them too.
I
think we can
prefer
all
to
agree
call
on
them
that.
titties. I like titties.
Okay.
I think they look
That's
cool.
a good name, huh?
To
I
me,
prefer boobs. It's
it's
easier
like-
for me to say.
if you're in a shopping mall and you see a nice outfit on a mannequin, or maybe perhaps a lady walking by wearing an outfit that you're like, and you're like, oh, I like that outfit. Where did you get it? I want to go get an outfit like that. Like, I see titties. I'm like, I like those titties. Where did you get those?
Who's your guy?
I'm going to go get some of those. I'd like to wear my titties like that. Or like a style of like how you wear your hair. Oh, I like that hairstyle. I want to wear that. Like, I don't know. I just like the way it looks. I feel like I wasn't. People also think that you were unhappy with yourself before. I wasn't unhappy with myself. I didn't lack any self-confidence. Like, I was happy with myself. I had good boobs before. I'm like,
It's just like a tattoo.
now they're awesome. You know what I mean? So it's
Now
I
they'll
feel
never
like you
sag.
should. I feel like you should constantly be striving to be your best self. You know, if you can improve upon something, why not? You know,
There you go.
I feel like it's real positive. I do yoga.
I like that.
I'm real spiritual.
Namaste.
So, no, I am. So I feel like people think that it's really superficial, but I'm like, I'm actually a really spiritual person, and like these titties were like part of my spiritual journey. So
That's awesome. That's great.
I don't appreciate you putting your own tainted perspective on my beautiful titties. Okay.
And it goes back to, just like the comments of just, judging someone like, why would anyone give a fuck about something like that?
If I like titties, I like titties.
Yeah.
They're not your titties. You don't
And
have to touch
the only
them,
reason I ask is I've never...
I'm not going to make you motorboat them. What the hell?
Like, I've never talked to someone who is, who has, fake tits that I know of, or, but you're very open.
That's the thing. A lot more people have them than people realize. Too.
Than you think.
And a lot of people get them for everyone. There's a million different reasons why people get it, but people just stereotype it and they say that that's because that girl wants attention or because that girl's a whore. Like,
yeah, it's.
I'm not a whore. This is what I said to my sister. She was like, Jessica, aren't you afraid that like people are gonna see you and like your big fake boobs and think that you're a whore? And I was like, it would be really shitty if people just looked at me and my boobs and said that I was a whore. Because what about all those dicks that I sucked? Was that for nothing?
That's what it takes.
It's like, I put in all that work.
Yeah. But no, in reality, I'm not a whore. I know far whorier people with way less attractive titties. So that's based on nothing. You know what I mean? That's not a valid point.
And also, I was talking to a coworker. I'll leave them unnamed, but basically the conversation was, rumors getting spread around. You've worked in kitchens. People tend to fuck each other in kitchens.
Restaurants and
they go out.
Any workplace, really.
Pretty much. They go out for drinks and one thing.
Yeah.
And so she's like, she said there were rumors, and I take her word for it. And I was like, even if everything I've heard is true, which I don't give a shit about, I wouldn't give a fuck because like it doesn't affect me. Like I don't know why like someone wants to like, because if it was the other way, say it was like a guy sleeping with all the other female employees, like no one would even give a shit.
Yeah.
And it's not trying to be some like social justice warrior, but like that's just kind of the fact of how things are. So it's just I like the way people get obsessed with other people's sexuality and whatever they do to their body. It's kind of maddening, like how absurd it gets. And I don't really know where I was going with this, but it's just kind of a thought I've had.
You just had a lot of feelings.
Well, just because like
they swell up inside of them.
Well, where I am, like as a prep cook, like I hear everything. Like so, I just like hear so much nonsense. I'm just like, why are you people wasting so much time just dealing with shit that really ultimately doesn't matter? Whether you have fake tits or Frank wants to become transgender, like I don't give a shit.
I know why fucking Bruce Jenner, like, okay,
what is the
every
obsession
news
with that?
story I like every day I see a new news story, but it's the same news.
Talking. It's recording.
Okay. But it's the same news every day. It's like a new news story, but the story is Bruce Jenner's becoming a woman, and I'm like, okay,
right, yeah.
Like you already told us that. Who gives a shit? I don't care. Like,
I kind of thought that when I first saw that reality TV show.
Yeah, I was like he has
kind of looks, like.
What's up with his face? Kind of looks like
right, exactly.
He's turning into a woman.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't know he was turning into a woman. Like, I don't like watch a lot of like normal TV. Like, I watch just Netflix. So I go out to a bar and I see like him getting interviewed, and he's got like long hair, like kind of like a woman would do their hair, and I'm like, God, this guy looks like an even bigger asshole than he did before. I'm like, look at this asshole. And then my friend's like, he's transitioning, so you can't say that. And I'm like, oh. Oops.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like if that's what he wants to do, who cares?
Yeah, right. But I mean,
I'm not his wife. Like, that's the only reason I might have a personal, like, vested interest in it. Like, okay, but I'm not attracted to ladies, so we're gonna have problems. But I don't think they're married anymore anyway. So.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're divorced.
Yeah.
Are your headphones working?
Yeah.
Mine definitely aren't.
Working on
Because
that.
it's in your hand.
Yeah, I know, but I'm working on that.
Yeah, I don't care what other people do either, but like when I saw him, like my initial reaction was like, God, this guy looks like an asshole. You know, like
just an asshole, not like an asshole because he looks like a lady or.
I didn't know he was trying to be a lady.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was just like he had his.
Look
hair.
at me, I'm fancy.
Like I got my pretty hair now too. You know, like I got.
You know, Cat Williams has that pretty hair too. He has lady hair.
Yeah.
He flips it.
Yeah, I feel like I got some lady hair too, but it's natural. It's like. It's not like the fake kind. I feel like Bruce Jenner, the most interesting thing about that to me is that he wants to be a lady, but he lives around some of the most beautiful women. Like, I'm like, how can you feel like a woman next to them? You know what I mean? Like any woman. Got a lot of
Yeah,
like if I was next to them, I'd be like, oh, I feel like a dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I look like a guy. You know what I mean? Like,
but there has to be, definitely something deep-seated in that feeling.
I still don't hear anything.
Yeah, it's a splitter. I don't know what happened. The headphone amp just kind of like crapped out.
I just won't wear headphones. I don't even like them anyway. I can still hear you guys. I just can't hear me.
Yeah.
And who wants to hear that?
But it's still recording, so that's okay. But I mean, there definitely has to be something very deep-seated in that feeling, and how strange it must be. Like. What is he, like 66?
I feel like it's
that?
probably, I mean, I don't know because I haven't talked to him, but I feel like usually people that are like that, it doesn't happen suddenly. You know what I mean? I think it's probably like his entire life. He hasn't been happy with
and
portraying himself the way that he has.
I know he has mentioned that, wearing his mom's underwear, like that kind of stuff when he was a kid, so...
What did he even do that made him famous? I don't even really understand.
He was a Olympian.
Yeah, he was in the Olympics.
What did he do?
He's the only one out of that bunch that did something.
What did he do in the Olympics? Was he like a runner or a cartwheeler?
Yeah,
or
he was a runner.
Triathlon or something.
Oh, really? I thought he was like a runner.
Yeah,
that's involved in
something.
Triathlons, I think.
He did some sort of track and field event.
Yeah.
I thought he was a golfer for a while.
No.
And somebody told me he was an Olympian. I was like, well, do they have golf in the Olympics?
It's like, no.
So I don't know.
No, they don't.
I think it's just kind of like an American and a Scottish thing, and a Japanese thing. And well, never mind. I guess it is a world sport.
I don't know.
I just don't really think about sports that often, so I don't like.
I don't really know shit about golf.
I know that the golf courses are fun to get drunk on and roll around.
The grass is nice.
Yeah, but don't lay in it because that shit is itchy.
Yeah.
Make you scratch your arms.
But all those hills and the nice, soft, squishy grass, like all I want to do is lay in it.
It's good to sit on with your pants.
Roll down the hills.
But like, if you lay down and like get it all over your arms, like it's like, it's all itchy. You ever rolling down the hill when you're drunk?
No, many times.
Me and Devin, we used to like get drunk on golf courses at night with our buddy Max, and that's like where that's the only place we can do it because there's no like authority figures around,
Yeah.
But every now and then, like these huge like sprinklers will come out of the ground and they.
I had a roommate who was a police officer once, and he moved out because he was getting he got offered free rent to park his car, to live at the golf course. There was like an apartment there, to live in the apartment.
Oh.
And just have his police car parked there. So.
Because of douchebags like us.
Probably because of that. Yeah.
We were just we were just teenagers.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the biggest offender, and Ponte Vedra is like, oh, there's a little riffraff,
Yeah.
I mean, the worst that we...
Rolling on our grass.
Yeah. The worst we ever did was we might have left a few beer cans out there.
No, we definitely made fireworks in the sand traps.
Yeah, but even then, but that's really just like you literally take a rake and just...
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Rake.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term.
Someone's got to go out there and find that shit and do it before people can use the course, though.
Yeah. And what's gonna happen? They're gonna
find
Nirvana
security.
while they're raking the, it's very Zen practice.
Yeah.
Raking dirt.
So, what do you think about? So Trevor Noah is taking the Daily Show over.
Who dat?
He is a comedian from South Africa, and I feel like if anyone should take over the Daily Show, it's someone who actually grew up in apartheid in South Africa in a biracial family. I don't know. That just seems like a good fit. As far as a show, like.
So what's Jon Stewart doing?
I don't know. I guess after 15 years, he's like, let me try to figure out something else.
Running for president?
I mean,
I hope so.
That's something else. I mean, I don't know where you like politically. I think they all suck a dick.
Mm-hmm.
But so basically, like bloggers and like
maybe he'll write
Gawker
another
and
book.
like all the other sites, they went through all his tweets, and they basically said like 5 tweets out of like 6 years of doing having a Twitter account or whatever were sexist, misogynist, anti-Semitic, and like they're the most tame tweets ever.
Mm-hmm.
And so how do you feel about? Because for the most part, comedians have been fairly safe as far as that kind of thing goes.
So whose tweets? Are we talking about
Trevor Noah? Yeah.
Okay, well, who gives a fuck, because it's a comedy show. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, and like even before
I made a joke about fucking why don't we make coats out of puppies a second ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Like instead of wasting it, which I mean, it's kind of a valid point, but was a joke. I don't advocate making puppy coats. So
depending on how you do it, it could be good for the environment.
It could be. I mean, Native Americans don't believe in wasting any part of animals, so
right. We can use their bones for like forks and knives.
So I mean, it's a real shame when you have to put a dog down.
Yeah.
But if I can't use its skull for it to eat my breakfast cereal out of afterwards, I kind of feel like that's more of a shame.
Yeah. If I can't sell the meat to a Chinese restaurant, like, what are we doing, America?
Well, it's all pumped
what are
full
we
of
accomplishing?
Pumped full of those chemicals they put dogs down with,
That's terrible.
But the weird thing is that someone would
might make it taste better.
Well, maybe if you wouldn't have those chemicals in it if you would just bash them over the head with a rock.
Yeah, but I think the veterinary technicians would, it would be kind of emotionally traumatizing for them to have to just hit it.
Fuck them.
See, I mean, you could say really offensive things in jokes, and it'd be just a joke, like just that.
Wait, we weren't being serious?
Puppies. Yeah. No, we weren't being serious.
Well, I have a closet full of puppies and kittens.
Yeah.
I got 3 giant rocks.
Devin only takes them out when he wants to roll around in them.
No, I'm just saying, once we're done with this, if you guys want to do a little bashing,
I'm down. I mean, like, as long as we can make stuff.
It's up for grabs. That's all I'm saying.
As long as the arts and crafts is done afterwards.
Definitely. I never miss arts and crafts. But it is kind of fucked up that people, like, before he even started the gig, like, let's just go through his Twitter. Let's see if he said anything remotely, like, that we could take out of context.
Yeah.
I was like, really? Like, you're not even giving, like, a biracial comedian from South Africa that grew up in apartheid a chance? Like, and...
Wait, so he's not getting it?
No, I mean, he still has a job, but, like, when they announced it, like, I don't know, probably like a week later.
Getting mad about
yeah,
bullshit.
They're like, and they're their most tame jokes ever.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even, like, if you find that offensive, there's something seriously fucking wrong with you.
And you're going to find the entire show offensive and just don't, it's not for you. You're not the target audience.
Yeah, like, I don't understand how we've come to a point where, there is no context to anything. It's just, everything is taken literal, and you need to lose your job if I don't agree with what you said.
Yeah.
That is kind of a scary thing. I mean, obviously, I don't really have to worry about that too much, but just the fact that it's happening.
Yeah.
Just because, honestly, who gives a shit what I say or what you say, or Frank, my wrestling buddy, what you say on the show. You know, for the most part, just jokes, just shooting the shit, having a conversation.
Usually, I don't give a shit about people losing their jobs, like Paula Deen or whatever. Her doing shit.
Well, the weird thing with that is it was like 30 years after the event happened.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's just like,
You're not
I
even
don't
the
know.
same human
Maybe
being
in
anymore.
30, yeah, maybe in 30 years, I'm gonna be a totally different person.
I don't
Like-
remember specifically what took place with that. Somebody she worked with, like that worked at her restaurants or something. She used racial slurs.
Yeah, I've heard that, but like, who the fuck knows what?
What happened 30 years ago?
I guess she got robbed or something like that. Like there was some sort of altercation, and you know, in that moment, you might say some things that you don't really, really mean. You know, just to talk about something like, you know, if you get mugged, yeah, I might say some fucked up stuff. That doesn't mean I really mean that, but like, talking about that.
And 30 years ago, I feel like the world was in a different place and it was a different time.
Oh yeah, you know, especially for something like Paula Deen, you know.
Yeah. I
Big
mean,
old
I'm not
George
making any
Peach.
excuses for her. But
No, I feel like we're just playing, you know, devil's advocate.
Yeah.
On this one, you know, I get, you know, people are genuinely shitty. Then I
didn't watch Paula Deen anyway, so you know what I mean.
Well,
like,
I mean, why would you?
I
Like, you
loved
know,
it.
So I don't.
I liked it.
First
it
off,
doesn't hurt my feelings that she's not got a TV show. Nobody gets to keep a TV show forever except for Oprah. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
Like your
once
time's
you're
done.
worth $1 billion,
Nobody
you can kind of do
wants
whatever
to
you
listen
want.
to your shit anymore. So
Yeah.
it's not like a guaranteed thing when you work in TV. Like, and your political views that you make public could impact your, you know, ability to be marketable to people. You know?
Yeah, especially when like all the politicians like are owned by corporations like TV networks. I mean, like it's.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to someone losing their job like Brian Williams. Fuck that dude.
Who's that?
He is the, I want to say ABC or NBC anchor, and basically he said that he was in a helicopter in Iraq that got shot down, which was totally false. And he,
I remember.
yeah, and
that,
he was on Letterman talking about the story, and like, if you're in that position, like, you know, if you're like the NBC or ABC whatever news, and
He's making up fake news.
Yeah.
yeah, if like he was in Iraq, he was in a helicopter, but the whole helicopter getting shot down never happened.
Are you
And
sure it didn't happen?
Yeah,
Are you
all
sure
the
this
people
isn't
that-
some sort of
all the-
government cover.
no, he okay.
Hey, you really don't really
He's the
know
only one telling the
anything.
truth.
Basically,
Anything could be a lie.
he is suspended for 6 months, which basically means fired, so fired. Because they're.
Did you see that ESPN reporter? I don't remember her name. Recently, that like was cussing at the parking, or it was a tow truck.
Yeah.
lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's like, I'm on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the audio clip. It's just like, first of all, I will also play devil's advocate on this, but you know, no one's gonna be happy when they get their car towed.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Fuck those fucking people.
but at the same time,
Even if I was a drive-through person at McDonald's, I would have said the same shit to her. I can buy you.
I work in fast
I work
food.
at McDonald's. I work the drive-through, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I would have said the same shit to her.
But
You know how many
I run
customers
that
I deal with a
McDonald's.
day?
but at the same time, once she said, you know, basically, I'm on TV. Do you know who I am? I'm just like, oh, that's so douchey.
Yeah.
Just like drop that line. It's like,
Yeah, to have those words coming out of your mouth.
yeah, it's like, you're on ESPN. You're not fucking Brad Pitt. Like, who gives a fuck?
But I would have had the
I
same
couldn't tell you
attitude
one
no
person.
matter what.
But okay, but in her defense, the tow truck company edited the video, so
Yeah,
probably
so we don't know what that. She could have been
so probably
baiting
she was
her.
a total cunt,
Yeah, and she probably was. Like,
which is to be expected.
They usually are.
yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever had your tar code?
I have fairly recently.
It's
not
the
a fun
most
experience.
miserable experience. Like trying to figure out, unless there's like a sign explicitly like that says call this number.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just park your car somewhere, it gets towed, and you're like, fuck! Like I had to figure out like
I think if you ever go to Gainesville, you're like if you visit Gainesville more than 3 times, you'll get your car towed.
That's good advice. I've only been twice.
Yeah, so don't.
Next
third
time, watch out.
Is the cap.
Yeah.
Where'd you get your tar?
Car towed from in St. Augustine.
Your tar to go from?
I looked for tow-away signs and I didn't see any, and I parked my car there, and I knew that it was going to be there overnight, but I thought that it was a safe place to park it overnight, and it wasn't. And I was really mad. And I looked up the statutes on towing cars in Florida, and I really think that it was towed unlawfully, but I don't know that there's any lawyer that would want to pursue that. But I feel like they probably tow a lot of cars unlawfully.
Yeah, you can get a class action lawsuit going.
Yeah, I would really like to start a class action lawsuit against the towing company.
Which towing company is it, so we can bash them?
I don't feel like I should say the towing company name.
Oh,
Pending legal action.
Pending legal action.
Okay, all right. Smart.
Because they're probably continuing to be in violation of a lot of shit. So.
But what if you say it as a joke? Then it's okay.
I
mean,
I didn't even make a word. I was just like, I don't have a joke for it.
I mean,
you can just say you were joking. You can just be honest and then, like later on be like, "Oh, that was a joke,"
Yeah, because they're gonna
Why
be
do you
listening.
want to know the towing company like so bad?
I don't want.
Every towing company is shitty. Like they steal people's cars.
But this is unlawful.
And hold them for
what they were doing.
Before my dad got trampled by gazelles, he owned a towing company.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And he was an honest man.
Yeah, it's fucking shitty.
Yeah. He only towed Jews.
That
was just his
cars
thing.
And hold them for ransom and affect their livelihood. I don't know.
It really is a terrible feeling. Just like, fuck.
And especially when, I don't know, I come back and it's like, my car's not there. It's nighttime. I'm in a city that I don't live in. I have shit in my car. Like I don't.
That's unsafe.
I'm like stranded and crying in a Taco Bell. My phone's on like 10% battery, and what the fuck am I gonna do?
Jesus Christ, yeah.
And I'm totally rapeable, you know.
I know the feeling.
Throw that out there, you know.
See, that's one of the qualities I like about you. You're smart, you're charming.
Rapeable, totally
rapeable. I mean, you just look like you belong in a dark alley in a bad part of town.
Yeah.
Hey, you started the joke. I was just tagging
St. Augustine's not so bad,
Yeah.
But I guess people get raped everywhere.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, Frank,
We
I'm in.
raped everywhere.
Yeah. Just your mind.
If I would have gotten raped while my car was being held for ransom, you can bet there would have been some legal shit.
And that really is what your car being towed. I never thought of it like that, but that's like
that's my safe place. I have no fight or flight shit. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Flight.
You took my flight option away, and I can't fight for shit. So I'm getting raped tonight, I guess. I don't know.
My 9th grade health teacher told
At this
me
Taco Bell.
told me
Especially because everyone sees me crying, like on my cell phone, saying my phone's gonna die, and I don't know what's going on with my car. In regards.
Just see this girl. Easy pickings.
Yeah.
As the Taco Bell employees,
she can't even call the police.
And the patrons of Taco Bell, the dine-in customers, because I couldn't go through the fucking drive-through because I didn't have a car.
That really is the worst. Dining in at a fast food restaurant.
There's no shame in it.
I mean, I've done
alone, crying.
Oddly enough, I've done that myself.
frantically calling people.
Different reasons, but I've done that.
Yeah.
It's more just like hate eating. It's like, oh, you fat piece of fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, but bacon's so delicious. Really, you got the Baconator, you piece of fucking shit.
Yeah, you're right. Chances are, if you're dining alone inside of a fast food
It's
joint,
just
you
sad.
probably are crying. Like
No, I've really enjoyed myself alone in a fast food place.
Well,
It was probably
you're 1 out of 10.
I got a 9-piece chicken nugget.
There's no 9
Good day.
piece.
Oh yeah.
Who has a 9-piece chicken nugget? It's a fake ass
chicken
story.
McNugget.
There's not a 9-piece.
Where do you think?
There's not a 9-piece chicken McNugget. It's a 10-piece, fool.
Well,
Who are
maybe.
you fucking with?
Oh, maybe I
worked
got
the
ripped off.
drive-thru. No,
Maybe you did.
there's no 9-piece. This is a falsified story. He's never been dined in.
I am a huge liar.
Yeah.
You really are a piece of garbage.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Really? Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're Maeve's dad, okay?
What
Step up
example?
your game.
Wait.
Step up your game.
What are you saying?
Frank, what kind of example
Somebody's dad.
do you think you're setting for your child
Yeah.
when you're lying about
Yeah.
chicken nuggets? You know, we're trying to do a radio show here.
I know it's supposed to be an
Jessica
honest
has
radio
taken-
show.
She is.
What are you hiding?
What are you hiding?
Fuck, dude. Don't back me in a corner. You guys know what happens.
Fucking.
Wrestling buddies.
The beast will
Comes
start
back
fucking.
Yeah.
I'm saying, Frank. There's no reason to.
I don't know.
To
I
lie
just,
about
I,
it,
you
though.
know, I want
It's
to
not your
just
fault.
contribute, and
It's not your fault, man. It's
yeah,
not
you're
your
right.
fault.
It's not my fault.
It's not your fault.
It's whose fault?
It's not yours.
It's his
I know
fault.
that.
It's his fault.
Yeah, for being a lying piece of garbage. You know, really, like, what do you think you're going to accomplish with your bullshit chicken nugget story?
Well, I was just, you know. What?
No, go ahead. I want to hear.
I would love to hear this explanation.
I just, you know, I wanted to. You guys were bashing eating alone in a fast food place, and I was imagining it being a great.
I
time.
wasn't bashing. I was just saying how depressing it's been when I've done it.
He was imagining it being a great time.
Yeah, and
So you just
I don't
say-
want to. I don't.
You don't have to say you've done it and it was awesome.
Why not?
Tell us what you imagine it
It
would
sounds
be like.
better if I can't be like, oh well, I imagine that to be a good time. That
Like,
it doesn't have as much force to
Why
it.
do you think it would be a good time though?
Well, because you know you get
I'm
your
lonely.
9-piece, and
Who has a 9-piece chicken McNugget?
it sounds like a
No
good
one.
number.
That's not a good number. Even numbers, like, I mean,
Frankie.
5 is an odd number. I know that, but 5 is a number that some places do. 5-piece. Some people do 4.
Yeah.
Some people do 6. Some people do 8.
But 9.
I mean, do
and
you
9
want 13
seems
chicken McNuggets?
9 seems
No.
so symmetrical.
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's one of those symmetrical numbers that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Come on, you don't get it. Do you get it right?
3 cubed. No, 3
Yeah.
squared. It's not 3 cubed.
You mean like it's cubed? No, it's squared. You're
Jeff
right.
Jeff just texted me and said 9-piece does exist. McDonald's. No, it doesn't.
Where the fuck?
I don't think it does.
Tell him to call on Skype. Because I have a bone to pick with him. No, the
Thank
nugget,
you,
no
thank you,
bones.
Jeff.
Jeff can call. Jeff's in a sec. Calling on Skype. Is anyone else listening besides Jeff's in a sec, or is this just a show for Jeff?
We got a couple.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I didn't realize anybody listened to this.
Does anyone know how to call in
I wouldn't
on
have said
Skype?
half the shit.
Do you want to tell them how to call in on Skype?
Our handle is Pretend Radio. So just get on the old Skype because I'm broken. Couldn't afford to renew the phone number.
There's nobody I can relate to.
Okay, I kind of totally forgot that was even playing in the background because I was just enraged by. First of all, Jeff, if you are listening. Oh, here. What the? Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I hate you.
How does all this work? I think it's like a paradox. Did you hang up on me already?
Yeah, of course I hung up on you.
Jeff said, "What's the Skype number?" But it's not a number, right? It's just.
Yeah, you just do
Pretend
pretend radio,
radio.
and then you can. There's either a call button or a camera button.
You can just get like a,
I'm a
Skype
user.
app.
Yeah. So that's how you do it. You get a Skype app, and you.
You,
look up
I'm
Pretend
working
Radio.
with what I have.
Is there a 9-piece chicken McNugget
No, fuck
value
you,
meal?
Jeff. I like you, but I'm not believing this bullshit.
I don't think so. Jeff is not a
He plays
very
tennis. He doesn't
big
eat chicken McNuggets.
McDonald's patron. I really don't think that's a thing. Why the fuck would you do 9 pieces?
Why not make it 10?
Yeah.
Even
they have,
10.
They have 10.
Hey, you like
You're
10,
not gonna have a
20,
9
40.
and a 10, right?
As part of Happy Meal, 6, 9, or 20 as a shared box.
Part of Happy Meal.
But I guess you wouldn't eat that alone if it's a share box. I guess that would be sad if you're
I've
eating a
never
share
seen
box
anything
alone.
like that. I'm going to McDonald's when I leave here. Fuck this shit.
It's like, I'm just gonna throw my
That's how I
headphones
knew,
down.
but that's how I knew that his story was bullshit. Like that was clearly made up, you know.
Yeah, it sucks
It's the
being
little
caught on
details.
a lie.
I watch a lot of crime shows. I know how to pick up inconsistencies in what people are saying.
Have you ever seen Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks, the restaurant that's kind of like Hooters.
No. The show.
I've never been there, but I want to go there. I don't know what Twin Peaks the show is. I'm not familiar with it.
Oh.
Well, I don't think Jeff knows how to call in.
Tell him to download Skype on his phone.
Does he have a smart app? Or a smartphone?
He does.
So just look up Skype.
Jeff, if you're listening, here's what I did. I went to my Play Store.
Well, first of all, Frank, you're a fucking liar.
He doesn't have a. He has an iPhone.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck a Play Store is. God, it's like we're in two different worlds here.
Yeah.
Do you have an iPhone
users
too?
and Android. Yeah, I have an iPhone. So I would think that would be an app store.
Well,
Download Skype.
You and me, we're in the real world. Frank and Jeff are in their bizarro world where they have 9 pieces.
Nuggets.
9 nuggets. Are you fucking high, Frank?
I don't even really eat chicken McNuggets, to be honest.
It says in the UK, McNuggets are sold in boxes of 6, 9, or 20. This is America.
Yeah,
Right?
Maybe I'm well traveled.
You're not.
Here's a question. Okay, when did McDonald's chicken nuggets go from 9 pieces to 10 pieces? After 5 year when McDonald's increased price.
After 9/11.
That's not a complete sentence, but that was like the.
So it must be accurate.
I don't know why I thought that was credible. The internet is tricky like that. They didn't even spell McDonald's right. I said McDonald's because that's what it said. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like I just go to Donald's.
It's gonna fuck my day up.
I apologize for lying.
Here, yeah, it's all false. Jeff is just texting me false information.
You should probably dump him.
I'm looking at the nutritional information for McDonald's, and it's listing a 10-piece McNugget. Because this is fucking America. McDonald's chicken McNuggets 9-piece box, later 80s. So, this is 2015, and we don't do 9 pieces, okay?
I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm sorry.
I don't know if this is the best or the worst.
Was that when you were dining alone in a restaurant at McDonald's when you were 4, when your mom abandoned you? Is that when you went to McDonald's?
Oddly enough.
And it was a great time.
She dropped you off and you
Ball pit.
You never saw her again.
Oddly enough, you know,
I just had to get the app to find her again. That's all.
Oddly enough, you know, Frank's mom, we call her Tender Crisp. TC. So, you know, full circle.
That's pretty cool. Tender Crisp. So Tender Crisp is like also the app, right, for fucking.
Oh, it should be.
Like Tender, fucking old people. Tender Crisp. That's.
I think the three of us, we need to, once we're done with this podcast, actually sit down, you know, kind of write out an app because I think we have some great ideas.
All right,
Frank, you need to stop lying, tell the truth. But
Sorry.
Once that happens, I think everything. Gonna be okay.
Hey, guys, I'm sorry I lied to you.
All right, that's enough of Jock Jams.
Oh, you guys were listening to Jock Jams?
Bro,
On very low volume.
This
is a music bed.
Not true to, Jock Jam form.
Well, I mean,
I don't have my headphones on.
Oh yeah, you don't know what's going on, do you?
You
guys are listening to Jock Jam.
He's only playing the good stuff because he knows.
Because I don't like you.
Maybe they're working now?
Probably not.
You're not even plugged in.
Those are just for show.
Your
mic's actually not cut on either. You're not even on the show.
It's like I'm not recording any of this. It is called pretend radio after all. But I don't know. We're at 2 hours, so might want to.
We're done.
Wrap this up. You're like, I'm so over this.
I had fun. This is a good one.
I'm glad you had fun because you were insufferable.
Glad you had fun.
Yeah. It's all about you. I don't know what that means. What does it mean?
No, it's fun.
Hold on, I'll figure it
It's
out.
a good time.
Let me Google that.
No, I have a
We talked about some
dictionary
weird
app.
shit.
Because I'm dumb.
Where's my dictionary app?
I feel like I didn't say a single complete sentence
That happens.
I
Yeah,
ride on
or-
everybody's coattails.
or communicate a total thought throughout this entire thing.
No,
I feel
it-
like a lot like I did when I
insufferable.
smoked that marijuana.
It was basically tangent after tangent after tangent.
Yeah.
But that's what the show is. And that being said, Jessica Mears, I really appreciate you coming back on here.
Not to be endured,
You're like-
intolerable, unbearable is
Yeah.
the definition.
Yeah, I don't like you.
Insufferable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
Okay, so now I know.
He didn't know it insufferable. Okay. We're done.
Sorry, I just never came across it in a book or story.
And muting your mic. But is there anything you want to plug? Anything that any shows that you want me to post on the Facebook page, that kind
You
of
can
stuff?
follow me on Twitter. It's the Jessie Marie. It's at TheeJessieMarie. Or you can just search Twitter for Jessica Mears. There's like 10 of us, but I think I'm the only one in a bikini because I'm trying to get more followers. So that's me.
See, if I
do.
did that, I would lose followers.
And you know what? While you're at it, just go ahead and follow any Jessica Mears in a bikini. Like, she needs,
Just follow them all. You'll probably
needs
hit
some-
it.
She needs attention.
She needs attention. That's what I was going to, and I didn't want to say it, but it's a different thing for me. It's a different thing. It's totally.
Sorry, you had to
spiritual,
call
and
me
I
out on my
love that.
lying,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, you got it, man.
Frank Taylor,
Yes, sir?
the boy wonder, my wrestling buddy.
Can we change, like, wrestling companion?
How about my my fuck bud?
That's better.
Anything going on with you?
I'd like to plug, nothing. I don't have anything.
He's gonna be working dispatch tomorrow.
I have to work dispatch tomorrow. It's gonna suck.
He's a
I'm starting to
paramedic.
hate my day already.
He's a paramedic who does not smoke marijuana,
That's right.
and because why would a paramedic ever smoke marijuana?
And he likes
Yeah.
chicken nuggets.
And he's going to be working dispatch tomorrow. So if you guys would like to call in an ambulance call and talk to him,
Now, I'm not going to say the company that you work with, but I will say, if you do happen to find the one that Frank works for, every call, free chicken nuggets. A free order chicken nuggets. Just say, Pretend Radio sent me here.
yeah.
Now, Frank...
And it'll be a 9-piece because he'll eat one of them.
Yeah. Frank, that's a lot of chicken nuggets. You know, cholesterol and sodium. You should...
Right.
Take it easy.
Have you seen, like, the little electron microscope of the chicken nuggets?
I have not.
Well, that's a whole other thing. We probably shouldn't get into it.
Everyone's so fucking
We
stupid.
probably stop talking. I'm sorry.
You're a small petty man.
Yeah, you keep doing your... I only know you're doing your sound clips because you're double clicking. But I don't have headphones on, so it doesn't hurt me. Okay? It doesn't hurt my feelings because I don't know what you're saying. Shut the fuck up, man. But...
Shucky ducky quack quack.
What's going...
You gotta be shitting me.
She doesn't care. She's on her phone. You're not impressing her.
Don't you worry about that.
I was just trying to see if I got any new followers. None yet. Let's keep talking till somebody follows me.
5 days later.
Damn.
Frank, that's between me, Jessica, and Jeff.
What?
We'll figure that out. So
What's between you guys?
you and your goddamn lies. I don't know.
Figure what out?
Nothing.
Oh, I missed something.
I don't know. We're just being silly.
What's
Okay.
your handle?
At the Jessie Marie. Jessie with an I and an E.
Me and your dad used to beat the shit out of these
Jeez.
retard brothers that used to live down the street from us.
I see Justin Bieber.
That's not me. I got followed by fake Justin Bieber though, and Iggy Azalea.
It's
Jesse with an I, correct?
Justin
Yeah,
Bobber.
I-E.
Jesse. And is there any like under?
Nope.
It's like Justin
not-
It's
Bieber.
not the THEE.
Oh, the not the.
Not the.
Call him Frank.
Jesse. Marie.
And Marie is M-A?
R-I-E.
You know, honestly, at this point, I just like to see how the conversation just peters
I
out.
put in the again. Typed in the again.
Oh,
I picked a shitty Twitter handle, I think. Just search for Jessica Mears and it's the one in the bikini.
V with the... like two? I don't understand.
2 E's on V. Like the, except for another E after the initial
Wait,
E.
I thought they were the same word, just pronounced a different way.
No, you dummy.
Like the local
Have you
news
ever
station.
read Shakespeare?
All right, Frank. So, how are we
there it
looking?
is. How's who looking?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Who's on first?
Like,
Wow.
if you'll just follow me, then we can end the show.
There you go. What does the little check mark mean next to the head?
Verified.
Oh, that means you're following me.
Oh.
I don't have the other.
Are you gonna follow me?
I mean, it hasn't even notified me that you followed me yet.
I just gotta go to space and then come back down.
It's so weird. Still not sure.
I can go through and get the app that says oops and then take it back.
There we go. I followed you back.
What's my name?
Frank, are you on Twitter?
Frank, you have 7 followers.
I do? That's
7.
awesome. Who follows me? I don't say anything.
It says 7 eggs.
Is NASA one of them?
No.
Is God one of them?
No.
It's Allah.
How do I see that?
You click on followers. Can't teach you Twitter right now. There's no time.
Okay, can you just shut the show off so I can do this?
I kind of just wanted to see where it was going.
There's no time.
But
I didn't know that I was
You're years behind. This is what having a kid does. See?
I'm just trying to branch out.
he
I'm trying
basically
to
is
get
a child.
I'm stepping into the world, you know? I'm trying to branch out. Oh, are you doing the song now? See, I don't have headphones.
Yeah. No, you don't. All right. Episode 101. Jessica Mears. Thank you so much.
All right. High fives.
You are awesome for putting up with this nonsense and continuing to coming back to the show.
It's totally cool. Honestly, it's fun.
Frank Taylor, I have mixed feelings about you, but
I'm the best.
I'm just kidding. I love you. Let's go wrestle.
What's the little bell mean?
Frank's retarded.